Is a second job worth it? Welcome to the video, guys. This is Brando Linnick coming to you from my home office. And if you're asking this question, it's a really good question. I'm going to be honest with you and upfront, and this may rub a few people's shoulders. But from a practical standpoint and a logical standpoint, if you're wanting to get a second job to increase your income, to have more family time, to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, honestly, a second job's not going to really get you there. It's going to get you more hours working for another boss. And if you don't currently like your job, or you don't like what you're currently doing and you want to get a second job, you're just going to have more of what you're getting. And honestly, the best tip I can give you guys is learn to take more control of your financial situation. Learn to actually make your own dollars so you can make two. And the best way to do that is becoming your own boss. If you want to make a second income, learn how to be your own boss, guys. Learn how to actually make your own income, because it wasn't all that long ago I was actually contemplating if a second job was really worth it. And a year and a half ago I was working as a baker in a restaurant. I looked at second job options because I was getting by, but I was getting by and it wasn't enough. It was enough, granted, for me to be comfortable, take a trip every 3-4 months when I could save up a couple grand, but it wasn't enough to really do what I wanted to do. It wasn't enough to spend a lot of time with my family, and I knew that getting a second job, if I wanted to spend more time with my family, it'd actually take away that. It would be me going and commuting to another place, spending my free time where I would be able to spend time with my family, working it, and ultimately I'd just become exhausted, and it wouldn't get me, no matter how much it paid, it wouldn't get me to where I really wanted to go. So I started looking at different things, and I started looking at online business and offline business. Saw online business as really an opportunity for me to unlock the hidden door to freedom, because I knew you don't need a lot of supplies or equipment or overhead that goes with a traditional business. And I knew online business, if you could just figure out how to work from your laptop, if I figured that out, then I could make enough money. And my whole scheme was to make enough money to supplement my income and just quit my job and not have to work again for another person. All right, that was my whole scheme. Now, did it happen overnight? No. Was it easy? No. It was late nights. It was watching YouTube videos like this. It was going through blog posts and going through a lot of crap out there. And maybe, you've done the same. And I can tell you, ultimately, if you want a second job and you want to make more income, you want to be able to do more of what you want to do when you want to do it, have freedom, peace of mind, not have to worry about things in life, learn to be your own boss. All right? Because what happened to me was, after searching and scouring for like months on end the internet, I'd come across different things on how to build a business online, tried some things out, tried some things that worked, tried some things that didn't work. The things that did work, revolved around talking to your friends and family, talking to strangers, building out, complex technical websites. And I didn't want that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to do something that was simple, where I could have a life without doing really anything technical. And came across a person who was, funny enough, doing this business without anything technical, making a ridiculous amount of money, which is not average or typical. But because they weren't doing home meetings, they weren't having any employees work for them, they were just building a business from their laptop computer, being able to travel, not having to work a job, not having to get 2 jobs, because they're able to do this, and it was actually worth it because they had a lifestyle around their business, okay? But they had to work their butt off in the beginning to get there, right? Late nights, consistency, effort, focus. They're able to do that and get to that point. I just began to model and copy them. We began to conversate over a couple of weeks, and began to take action on what they shared with me specifically, and exactly what they shared with me I began to model. And guys, it took me about 3 months after that point to create a full-time income business, working part-time on the internet, quitting my job back September 12, 2014. And it's not to tell you that you're going to be able to do the same. All right, because when it comes to business, the more work you put in, the more you can make. That's the cool thing about what this individual is doing, because it's business. You're not getting paid a paycheck from someone else. You create your own paycheck, which means the more work you can put into your business, the more you can make, the more results you can get, the more time you can have when you get those results. Because of that, I just worked my butt off really hard for 3 months. I worked it off like there was no plan B, like I was a drowning man trying to learn how to swim away from sharks. All right, there was no other options but to survive, and so I was able to create those results. And it's to impress upon you that ultimately, honestly, guys, if you're looking at a second job, and maybe you love working for other people, maybe you love getting a paycheck that's guaranteed even if you slack off, if you like that, go get a second job. It's totally worth it for you. But I'm speaking to that person who's looking to increase their income, who's wanting change, who's wanting to not struggle the rest of your life, not wanting to work the 9 to 5, wanting to be able to have more freedom, be able to provide things for your family that you've never been able to do. All right, because being your own boss and building your own income can allow you to do that. Will it happen overnight? No. Is it going to be easy? No. But it's the same work required that builds a successful business online that actually allows you to get a paycheck from work. It's the same work that you put into a job, all right, that you put into a business, that you control how much you get paid in a business. That's the cool part. I hope you understand that. If you have to rewind this video, the last 30 seconds to replay this moment, go for it. Because when I got this, that's when things started to shift. And there's a lot of noise out there online. It wasn't until I really connected with someone that I had a breakthrough. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This isn't necessarily the mechanics and strategies and techniques, the dirty secrets on exactly how to build a business online. If you guys want more of that, then subscribe to my newsletter. I'll put a link down below. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll actually personally connect with you guys there, share with you the same system I've been able to use to build a business on the internet, and how you can use it too. As long as you're willing to work, you're willing to learn, all right, you can definitely make it happen too. And I appreciate you. I'll see you guys on the beach of the world, and take care.